We are here to do that, and do that in style with DG2 Fashions. Like I said before, virtual stretch, it's the #1 best-selling fabrication from DG2 in the, oh my gosh, it's been, I think, 17 years since Diane brought the DG, or the jean line, to her collection at HSN. She started way back in the day with washable silks here, first time ever anywhere in the country. So this really has changed the game for so many women. We have several different types of fabrics in the denim world from DG2, but this virtual stretch is the #1 best seller. Thousands of customer pick reviews. I mean, like 18.5 million pair of jeans later, at this point, probably close to 20 million. Not 20,000. It's been a sensation. Let me share with you what we've got. I do want to let you know we've got 3 lengths in the boot cut. This is the boot cut. You saw earlier the skinny. This is the boot, the #1 most universally flattering and the #1 best-selling silhouette in the country. So we have 3 lengths in inseam: petite, average, and tall. I'll get you exact dimensions, but let's go look at the colors. We have the chambray, jet black, we've got the indigo, which is so pretty. This is always my favorite because it's the most dressy of all denims. No whiskering, no fading, no distressing. This is the mid-tone, as you can see, whiskering and distressing down the front, which both have a right to be in your wardrobe, that is no question. And then we even have the white. We might be calling this ivory in our system, but I do know that this is the color that always goes first. So giving you a heads up, it is called white in the system if you're using express ordering. As promised, the dimensions, and then I'll introduce you to Sam. 29.5, these are really nice and long. 29.5 is the petite, 31.5 is average, and then 33.5 is the tall. So it's fabulous for us tall gals. And for those of you who are petite, that 29.5 inches, if you need to, have it cut a little bit, or if you need to roll it up, you can do that too. I'll have Sam kind of address that, but it is so nice. Thanks for hanging out this morning. You've had a busy morning already.
I know I don't have enough coffee, but I'm going to work my way through the next 2 hours with one of my favorite ladies. Callie, good morning.
Good to see you.
You too. I want to talk a little bit about lengths. It's funny that you bring that up. I don't know if our customers know this, but a boot cut jean will always be a little bit longer than a skinny. Because if you imagine a skinny comes down to a point like this and it's a little bit shorter, that's why the inseams are dramatically different between a boot cut and a skinny. So whenever you see us offer a boot cut, or really any brand, the lengths are always longer because of that little kick at the bottom. But what you're looking at here is one of the most beautiful, one of the most timeless silhouettes that you can ever purchase in denim. And it is this silhouette that has become so popular over the last 12 months. We've seen skinny for years and years, almost 20 years. The skinny jean was the single most important, jean you could own. But in the last year, the boot cut, the trouser, the wide leg, the straight leg have really come back big and strong. And ironically, the boot cut jean is globally the best-selling silhouette in denim of all time. So whenever we have a boot cut from Diane here at HSN, it always sells out. It's always wildly popular. I'm on the same page as you, Callie, because I grabbed the dark indigo, because I think if you are kind of tuning in for the first time, you've never bought virtual stretch before, you've never heard of Diane Gilman or DG2, this jean in this color, in this fabric, is a really good place to start. So as Callie mentioned, virtual stretch is our #1 best-selling fabric of all time. It gives you up to 6 inches of stretch, so you can shop your dream size. You can go down a size if you want to in virtual stretch. And that stretch also comes with recovery. So what's nice about this jean, ladies, is it finds the biggest, curviest parts of your body, and then it comes in very graciously on the parts of your body that are a little bit slimmer, a little bit leaner, where you want to create that beautiful curve and shape. So what women love about this fabric is it's very intuitive. It does the work for you. You don't work to wear the jean, right? And I think a lot of us, when we shop for denim, we struggle to wear the jeans, and we get a not so great fit, and we think that's just the way it's going to be.
And this is a perfect example, Sam, of what you were just describing. It finds the widest part of us, and I love the way you describe it. And then it really, you can see how it actually works with our curves instead of fighting what we've got to deal with. This is the same person in a before jean that is not DG2, and look at what a beautiful fit you get with this. It's look at the backside. I mean, it goes up to your waist. It doesn't cut you off right where things want to spill over, and it doesn't hurt at the waistband. Even the waistband stretches. Just like the middle, the hip area, the upper thigh, every single part of this stretches like no other jean in the marketplace does, which is why it's it's not even probably the best-selling jean here. It's probably the best-selling jean in the world, quite frankly, Sam. I mean, when you think about that.
It truly is. I mean, if you look at these, you know, we say a picture's worth 1,000 words. You know, this is something that is really incredible because we bought the other brand for over $125. So you're not paying $125. You're paying like a third of that to get a premium designer jean home. And what's really lovely about the BootCut, and both girls look amazing, by the way, you can wear these to the office. You can wear them to a dinner. You can wear them to, you know, a convention or a weekend if you're dressing up and you want to look a little more polished. But they're also so cute with a flip-flop, a Birkenstock, a sandal, you know, even a pair of sneakers. So this is a jean that creates balance on your, you know, ratio from your hips to your thighs to the lower kick at the bottom. This is a jean that's going to prevent any muffin top, any love handles. You saw in the before and afters how it accommodates the waistband. And it is a crime, Callie. It is a crime to go out and pay $200 for a designer jean and think that just because you paid a lot of money or just because there's a name on that label that you see in a fashion magazine, that that jean is going to do things that it's supposed to do for your body. Oftentimes they don't. Oftentimes the denim's very stiff, right? It doesn't really stretch with you.
Well, that's what I meant when I said, you know, the waistband, when you take other jeans off that you spent so much money that doesn't have the stretch, it hurts. You've got red marks at your waist and you're struggling all day long. It's quite the opposite with the DG2 and the virtual stretch, and I will say that because we do have this jean also next hour. This is classic stretch, which I recommend go true with your size. With the virtual stretch, it is not a joke when we say if you want to jump down a size, you really can. So if you're a 10, get the 8. If you like it fitting a little bit looser, it's a personal choice, but it is a nice option. And I think the vast majority of our customers do drop down that size. It's a dream size. In fact, let me share with you, first of all, the colors. This is the chambray, that's the mid-tone, and then the indigo is the cleanest and the darkest wash of the blues. Black is #1 in the lead. We are almost sold out of the white. White, we have now less than 100. There's actually 50. So get it if you can. It is so on its way out, and I'm so sorry, but that is what happens. I warned you at the beginning. White sells out first, and it's gonna happen in the next few moments. But I wanna go through what the girls are wearing. We've got Dana and we've got Diana joining us on the set right now. So I'm gonna give you some specifics. Diana's in the bright pink top, in the black bottom, and she is a size 6 in the pant. Did you go down to a 4, Diana? This is the 6, good to know. So that's what I was saying. And then Dana, in fact, let me give you Diana's stats first because she is typically a size 6. She is wearing this virtual stretch in the BootCut in the 6. And then we have Dana who is in the beautiful green, looking radiant this morning. She is a size 18. And are you wearing the 18? You are. Excellent. Okay. That gives you an idea. If you like it a tighter fitting, you can drop it down. If you like the classic fit, go true to size. Any other comments on that note, Sam?
No, I think you kind of nailed it. It's really a personal preference. You know, we have found that millions of our customers like to size down in virtual stretch, but you choose how you want to wear it. If you get your regular size, it's going to be what we call a semi-fit. And if you choose to size down, you're going to have a fitted silhouette, more like a fashion jean, right? Where you really see the curves. But the best part about it is even though it's more fitted, you're still going to have that 6 inches of stretch and recovery. So you can kind of grow and shrink a size and stay in your virtual stretch. It's really going to do the right things for your body, not the wrong things. You don't have to work to wear virtual stretch. Virtual stretch works for you. And I think that's why so many millions of women have kind of come to Diane to, you know, we have customers, Callie, that will only buy virtual stretch. They don't care what's on TV. They don't care if we have a new denim. They don't care if I tell you it's the second coming of the best stretch jean in the world. Virtual stretch is the ticket for them, and they will never stray.
And the stretch is the key to this. I mean, the girls will show you too. If you pull out the hip, you can see it and it bounces back. It's got memory. This is also, I should point out, Sam, we apologized a week or so ago when we were together because it was like 8 months that we were out of stock in the virtual stretch. So this just got back into our warehouses.
Yeah, we've been teasing this to our customers on Facebook that, you know, in the month of April, we wanted to do this for Customer Appreciation Month because it's been 6 or 8 months since we've had a full restock of all our classic denim and virtual stretch. And what's incredible about this is it's already selling out, Callie, and it's supposed to last us all summer long. So I'm hoping that we're already reordering again. What you're seeing here is an incredibly before and after. Look at the tummy and look at the length. Look how much longer the leg line looks. Look at the lift on the backside and how smooth smooth it is. Remember, this is the same model on the same day in the same exact lighting with 0 retouch, 0 filter. We go through weeks and weeks of legal to get these approved. So this right here is the money shot. Look at her little curve and a little love handle, and look at how it's eliminated with virtual stretch, because the waistband literally gone, and the waistband kind of opens up to relax over that wider part of her upper, tummy, and then it gives you shape on the hip. And what I always love, Callie, because I'm very short, is look how long she looks.
Yes,
look how long she looks in the length. And so I love the rise on our jean. It will sit just under the belly button for most of you. We call that a mid to high rise, about 11 inches, and just creates beautiful flow and balance.
So here's Miss Mary Kate.
If you haven't tried it.
She is obviously wearing the chambray, the lightest of the shades. She is a 10-12. Do you happen to know if you're wearing the 10 or the 12? The 10, excellent. So there you have it, knowing that some of us do fluctuate between sizes. I do, I know I'm a 6, an 8, sometimes, I've been a 4, but this is a beautiful time to get, in fact, take a look at Mary Kate's dimensions. Height, bust, waist, hips, she's 5'10". Don't forget we have the 3 lengths on this jean. 29.5 is the petite. 31.5 is the average, and 33.5 in the tall. So if you're a tall gal, this is a dream day, because it's really gonna be long enough even if you wear your taller boots, heel-wise. And of course, this is if you wear a skinny boot underneath your boot cut is a beautiful thing. Here's what we're gonna do. I know we just got this started, but knowing that, first of all, do we still have white? White, I think we've got a couple dozen. That's it. Okay, couple dozen, very broken on sizing. If you want it, check to see. Hover over the white. Here's what you could do. Take your phone, go to that QR code on the screen. It'll bring you right to the page of this exact piece, and then hover over the color you're looking for. It'll populate what sizes are here and what are gone. In fact, earlier in the show, we had the red light, green light on the bottom of the screen. That's what we do to kind of alert you to when something is either sold out or getting close. It turns yellow. If it's green, we're good to go. Here's the good news is that we are green in the chambray, all 3 inseams, all sizes, and that includes the double, starting at size 2 up through 24 women's. So we're good to go with the chambray. Here's the mid-tone, mid-wash. I like this one too because it's got the distressing down the front panels and that whiskering right there where it naturally would happen and occur over the course of time. You can see that's all done really by hand when you think about it.
By hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I'll
amazing.
tell you about it. Go through the colors.
Here's indigo, no distressing, no whiskering, and then the black. These 2 are #1 and #2 bestsellers. But tell us about that process, because it's pretty mind-blowing to think that it's still done by hand.
Yeah, so what's incredible is, with Diane Gilman jeans, first and foremost, we use natural indigo dye. We do not use synthetic dyes. So you're getting something that is, decades long in the making and real, the way we really make denim, right? But anytime you see any kind of fading or buffing or whiskering, all of that is done by one person by hand. So the jeans actually get put on a device that has like legs and air blows them up. So they get puffed up and then they get hand finished, hand rubbed, and hand buffed. So that's not done as a printing process. That's not done with synthetic inks. All of that is like a natural finishing done by hand, which is incredible. So not only do you have tremendous stretch, one of the key features about virtual stretch that makes it different from any other denim is we use less spandex, but you have more stretch. For those of you that know and love fabric, when you add a lot of spandex to fabric, you lose the integrity of the fabric. It starts to stretch out too much. It bags out at the knee. It loses its shape. But when we make virtual stretch, we weave it like a basket. So the denim itself has its own kind of natural stretch. So we only have to put about 1% of spandex into it. Even that little amount of spandex still gives you 6 inches of stretch. So it's really an incredible kind of a revolution in stretch denim. And that's why so many millions of women come to Diane Gilman to buy their virtual stretch shorts, their jeans, their boot cuts, their skinnies. And it is everything we say it is and more.
One more thing I want to share before we move into the top that you see on Mary Kate in the white last call on the boot cut in virtual stretch is that we have free exchanges at HSN. So for example, if you get the jean in your regular size and wish you would have gone down a size, send your size back. We'll pay to ship it, and then we'll send you your dream size.